So today I got done with my second cycle of my first chemotherapy treatment. And this second cycle consists, excuse me, I have the hiccups. This second cycle consisted of me getting some blood because my hemoglobin level was at a 7.4. And they were saying that anything under a level 7, they are required to give a bag of blood to bring that hemoglobin level up. I feel a lot more energetic today though, and I feel pretty good. Last night I didn't have any chills. I didn't have any night sweats. So that was very good because every day before that, for this whole last week, I was experiencing that. My whole bed sheets were all soaked in sweat, and I didn't see any of that this go around. So that's very promising to me. I'm glad to see that there's progress with this because this fight, this battle of chemotherapy has not been easy. It's been a journey to say the least so far, and I've never guessed that I was going to be going through something like this, but I'm glad that I did find out that this was happening within my body, and it's a blessing that I did find out early, because if it was later on in the stages of my cancer, then it could have been very fatal. As the doctor was saying, I could have been dizzy, I could have passed out, I could have experienced a number of things while I was going through this. So I'm just here to share my message, share my experience with this, because I'm sure there's other people in America experiencing cancer diagnoses, okay? I'm fortunate that it hasn't ever gotten to my brain or like my heart or lungs. There's millions of different kinds of cancers. I've been reading up about it, and it seems like there's more added onto that list every single year. There's cancer in the prostate, in the kidneys, in different kind of tumors that could develop in the body. And I think the most important thing is to listen to your body and go to the doctor as early as you can, because when you find out the symptoms early, and you can tell that it's not some kind of allergic reaction or some kind of seasonal allergy that, like I was initially thinking, and then got some more deep studies from doctors done. You know, get those x-rays done. Get those. When I got my x-ray done, the doctor said that my lungs were clear. Everything looked good from the x-ray. But then after, like, I was sore and like these tumor or lymph nodes in my body after exercising, like they would not go away. The inflammation would not go away easily. I remember my back, it had like this soreness to it, and the person took like those ultrasound tests, rubbed it on where that tumor was, and she said that I should get scanned like in an MRI, in a CT scan. You know, get some heavy x-ray equipment to go and scan my body. So that's what I did. I went to get a CT scan, and they found out that there were cancerous cells in there, and then in my bone marrow they found that there was some in the blood. So long story short, I went and got these chemotherapy treatments, and things are looking a lot better. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything, okay? They say true wealth is if you're not in debt and if you have your health, okay? I have one of those two things covered, okay? So I'm just waiting for the next 5 or so treatments. By the end of May, I'll be able to feel a lot better, and hopefully everything will just go into remission, okay? This is the 1 of 5 treatments that I'm experiencing, okay? Right now it is the end of January. I'm going to post this video in February sometime because I have some other videos that are ahead. But if you're seeing this in February right now, just an update on this going on right now in my life. that I'm feeling a lot better today. I talked to my nurse and was talking to her about cold caps because people tend to lose hair with chemotherapy treatments. I read up on it in neuropathy and just things that raise the hair follicle temperature. So there's like these cold caps that have ice in it because you put it in the freezer overnight and you put it on your head before the treatment, and it's supposed to keep your hair follicles cool so that it's not going to be losing and shedding hair. I already have some hair loss going on, like a receding hairline here, as you can tell. So I've been trying to keep as much hair on me as possible. So she said that the treatment, the chemical, the drug that I'm taking is not going to be affecting my hair. And so that was more promising news today too, because I want to stay in that young men's hair club still, okay? I don't want to join that bald head club. Not quite yet, okay? So, I mean, I think I'd look good with a bald head too, but no, I'd probably be out sporting a sports cap or doing whatever I can to keep my full head of hair looking full. I don't want it looking like a Buddhist monk, so to speak. Okay, so that was another good news for today. My appetite, let's talk about that. It has not decreased at all. I was in the hospital and we brought some wraps. It had some turkey, tortilla, cheese inside, tomatoes. It's really good, and was consuming that, and I feel like my appetite is good. I just got done with a heavy dinner. We had some pork. My wife cooked up some cabbage, and then we had some lettuce, some bean paste, kimchi, and you know, Korean meals, they consist of a lot of side dishes and portions of meat and rice. So I eat brown rice a lot. It's good for digestion, and I try to keep healthy because I know that a nutritious diet is going to be important for my journey and making sure that my body is recovering and adapting to this medicine that I'm taking, so that, from what I understand, the red blood cells in my body, as this chemotherapy treatment progresses, they're going to turn white. Okay, it's going to knock out, flush out all these things that are cancerous in my body. And once that happens, I have to be very careful for the next 3 days. From what they're saying, this chemotherapy, this treatment, it seeps through your skin pores, in your sweat. It can transfer onto your partner. So even the bed that we slept in, she's got to stay away from me for the next 3 days. She's been in her own room with her own pillow and blankets. Even the bathroom that we have, she's not supposed to be using that bathroom with me, because if I'm urinating over there in that bathroom and that splashes up or it gets onto her, it could absorb through her skin and transfer over to her. So that chemotherapy chemical is not good for her to be around. I can't even kiss my wife right now. They said don't swap saliva or anything. Don't eat the same foods off the same tables, you know, same fork or spoon. Drink out of the same bottle. Don't do any of that, because it can all transfer that way. Even sexually, they said that it could transfer unless you're using a condom. But we're being very careful for the next 3 days. And then after that, the rest of the month is going to be good till about February 27th is when my next chemotherapy session is going to be. I'm thinking that this is going to be okay for me though, and I feel so much better today. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I was telling the nurse, like if 1 was like really good, no fatigue level, and 10 was like really fatigued and tiresome, I felt like a 1 today. Okay, I was over at the hospital at 8 o'clock this morning. They put the bag of blood, which took about 2 hours and a half, a little over 2 hours. And then once that was all done, they put a steroid in my vein. And then I had the IV connected up to the chemotherapy medicine. I think it wasn't Rituxan. It was called something else, but once they put that through me, it took about an hour, not even that. No, actually it only took about 20 minutes for that to clear through. And then after that, I didn't feel any kind of side effects when that was going through. I just felt that it was really cold because they must have had it in the refrigerator and it had to be at a certain temperature. But after that was done, they pulled the IV out and then sent me away on my way home. I could drive okay. I didn't have Benadryl today, so I didn't feel any kind of drowsiness like I did on my first cycle of my first session. So that's my update here with this chemotherapy treatment for the first time, and I will keep you updated on how this journey with my cancer is going. I'm like an open book here. I share my vlog, my thoughts, things, and hope that maybe in the future generation, I don't know how my family is going to be affected with it. In my father's side, I don't see too much cancer in his side, but on my mother's side, I noticed that there is some cases with it. So it may be genetics that played into a role with me getting affected with this. Anyhow, I'm blessed to be here today because I know that tomorrow is never promised for any one of us. We have such a finite period of time here in life, and it's events like this that really open my eyes up and make me appreciate living in this moment right now. I'm so thankful for this present moment that I can breathe the air, and I don't want to think all these depressing thoughts because I think the more we think about things that are depressing and things that are worrisome, it just becomes more of a cycle of feeling that. So what I try to do is just eat healthy. I'm going to go out tomorrow because this weather's been fantastic. I'm going to go walk around the park, get some fresh air, go look at some water at the lake, and just be out in nature because I really feel that nature has some of the most healing properties that you can be around. So anyways, there comes my hiccups back again. I'll go get this drink of water. If you're here till the very end, thank you for staying with me and tuning in with me. And until the next time, I'll see you later, okay? Have a good one.